right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday. It is Freedom Friday. I hope everyone had a fantastic week. As you probably can tell, we got a new environment and I'm super stoked. I got a whiteboard behind me and I really want to have a conversation today around developing a positive mental attitude. Okay? And the reason I want to talk about this, right, because I'm talking about, the price of being great. And if you want to achieve anything, right, if you want to do business with someone, if you want to attract the right people into your life, you got to ask yourself, would people want to be doing business with you? Right? Do you have a positive mental attitude that attracts people into your life, right? Let me ask you this, right? Would you like you if you met you? Right? If you were another person and you met yourself, would you like you? Right? And it all comes down to having a positive mental attitude. This is the magic word that we're going to be talking about today. All right. So in today's conversation, I'm going to be explaining, I'm going to do a deep dive into what attitude is, how to really start developing a positive mental attitude, and just, I'm going to be going deep into how important, right, having that state of mind really is. All right. So let's start it off with this, right? Attitude. Right? What is a mental attitude, right? You got to realize, right? Your attitude is a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, right? No one probably explained to you that, like let's say you talk to somebody and you're like, "Damn, are you okay?" They're like, "Yeah, I'm fine," but they got their arms crossed. Okay, right? Are they really fine? You can tell because the way that their body structure is, it indicates they got this like weird attitude going on, right? So even though their words are saying, "Yeah, I'm okay," right? They're not fine, and I can tell that because their attitude's off, right? Your attitude is a combination. It's like the cake. It's like yeah, you got all the ingredients, but when you put it together, that's the real cake. That's what your attitude is, and it's super important to develop a good mental attitude. So without further ado, let's also talk about this, right? You got to realize your environment, right? What you have, everything around you is a direct reflection of your mental attitude, right? If your life is dull, if your life is boring, you got to check yourself because your life isn't like that. Like life is exciting and fun. But the truth is, you got to ask yourself, am I dull and boring? Is my mental attitude dull and boring? Because that's where it really comes down to, right? Your environment is a direct result of the mental attitude that you carry. And like I said, it's your thoughts, feelings, and actions, right? You got to take certain actions to create a greater environment, right? Look at me now. I'm in a better boardroom because I'm consistently thinking, okay, how can I upgrade my live speeches? So that's what I'm saying, right? When you really start to understand the magic word attitude, everything starts changing. Everything starts changing when you start developing this attitude. And it may not be great at first, right? Maybe your attitude is negative at first, but you want to start working on developing it. Or you want to be like, okay, Mike, so you're talking about attitude. How do I actually start getting my attitude better? Well, that's a perfect question, right? I'll tell you this. It all starts with the way that you think, right? Your thoughts are the starting point of your attitude. And let me actually draw an image for you. This is going to be a super powerful image. All right. So here we go. Can you see that? Yes, you can. All right. So this is you. This is a stick figure of you. All right. You got to realize when we're talking about attitude, it's more than just, the physical expression on your face. It's a combination. It starts with your thoughts, right? Your thoughts are up here in your conscious mind, right? What you think about will eventually determine the results that you have, right? Your thoughts influence your feelings, and your feelings will be the reason you take certain actions. Okay? And it is your actions that are going to determine your results, right? So your results in life, and I'm not just talking about the money that you're making. I'm talking about the environment that you have created, the people that you surround yourself with, the people that you attract into your life, the relationships that you build. Your results are a direct reflection of your attitude. So I'm going to repeat that one more time. All right? It's simple. Attitude, thoughts. Number 2 is feelings. Number 3 is your actions. And number 4 is your results. So I really hope you guys can understand, the importance of having a good attitude, because, the people that really win in life, right? The people that are incredibly successful, they're no better than you, right? The thing is, they expect success and they typically get just that, right? When you have a poor attitude and you're like, oh man, today's going to suck. Today's not going to go my way. What do you think you're going to get, right? What you think about, you bring about, right? Your thoughts create your income, right? The people that truly enjoy life, they have worked on themselves, right? They spent the time doing the deep work so that they can work on themselves, so that they understand how important their mindset is. Because at the end of the day, the most important idea that I can share with you is really just building that certain state of mind, right? Wallace C. Waddle says it's not about doing certain things, it's about doing things in a certain way. And really building that certain state of mind that you expect to win. And there's nothing that can really stop you, right? There's no outside influence that can stop you. You got to realize the biggest battle is one in your head. It is a game of you versus you. And you got to just cultivate this mental attitude that I'm going to win, that no one can stop me. Because all of a sudden, life starts getting really easier. What's that saying? The rich get richer and the poor get poorer? Where do you think that comes from? Do you think that it's just that the rich are blessed and that they're going to automatically get rich? No, the rich know how to cultivate a positive mental attitude. Once you start developing a good mental attitude, it gets easier. All of a sudden, good things start happening in your life. Look at me. I've started this job a week ago, and I'm quickly going up the ranks, and I'm upgrading to the boardroom now, right? I'm able to just start expecting much better things to happen. And I'm not saying this to brag or anything. I'm just saying, like, this is just the truth. Good things happen to people that expect it, people that look out for it. And it's the exact vice versa, right? The rich get richer and the poor get poorer, right? The poor expect the worst. They expect the bad things. They continuously watch the news looking for the bad things. They fill their mind with negative thoughts so that, they can be like, oh, you know what? Life is just terrible all around me, right? That is not a good formula for success, right? That is not how you're going to win in this life, right? It starts with your mental attitude, right? This is the magic word, okay? And now this is a challenge that I would love to propose to you. Is a challenge that changed my life. And this challenge was created by Earl Nightingale. And he says, go spend 30 days only focusing on what is going well in your life, right? Fix your mental attitude and spend every day just only focusing on what is going well in your life. It will absolutely change your life, right? And let's say you get to day 10 and you start focusing, you have a ton of negative thoughts come in and they just bury you, right? And you have to start over, right? 30 days in a row. If you can do that, if you can complete this challenge, your mental attitude will be changed forever. As a matter of fact, I've done this challenge before, but I'm going to do it again because I understand how important this was. And then, you start going back to your old way, right? This is going to change your life. If you spend the next 30 days focusing on what is going well in your life, I guarantee you, your life is going to change. And that is just set in stone how it is. So remember, guys, right? It all starts with your state of mind. I can give you the strategy, and I promise you I will, but it all starts with your mindset, right? How do we develop a mental attitude, a mental fortitude, so that nothing outside of me can affect me, right? This is a game of you versus you, and it starts with developing the right attitude for success. All right. So that's the conversation today. I talked a little bit about, really developing a positive mental attitude. I talked about the 4 key components of an attitude. And I'll repeat them real quick. Where your attitude is a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and it is your actions that will determine your results, that will determine the life that you're living. And I'm not just talking about the results as in the money that you're making. I'm talking in the results of the people that you are attracting to your life, the relationships that you're building. But your outside environment is a direct result of your mental attitude. So I hope that made a ton of sense for you. I hope you got some good takeaways from that, right? Remember, if you want to win in life, it doesn't matter what it is that you are going after. It all starts with building a good mental attitude. All right. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next week. Let's go.